Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Ravens Nation, buckle up because the NFL rumor mill is swirling and the latest whispers are turning heads. The buzz is that Baltimore is eyeing a major move to bolster their pass rush, and it involves one of the most talked about names in the league right now, Josh Allen. Yes, you heard that right. The same Josh Allen who's been making waves in Jacksonville and has been linked to a blockbuster trade that could reshape the AFC landscape. Now I know what you're thinking. Josh Allen? For the Ravens? Is this real? Well, let me walk you through what's happening and why this could be a game changer for Baltimore. So the insiders are whispering that Jacksonville, sitting at 6-9 this season, is willing to entertain trade discussions involving Allen, especially as they face some tough decisions. The Jaguars have struggled to contain the run, allowing an average of 135 rushing yards per game, and their pass rush has been inconsistent, partly due to their edge rushers not producing enough pressure. Lawrence's EPA per pass is at 12, and with 17 sacks allowed so far, they're looking for a way to shake things up. The idea is that Jacksonville might be willing to move Allen for some premium draft picks, possibly 2 first-rounders, because they're trying to rebuild and reset their roster for the future. And for the Ravens, this could be exactly what they need to push over the top. Allen, the speedster out of Jacksonville, has been a force on the field when healthy. In 2025, he's racked up 5 sacks along with 34 pressures, 16 tackles for loss, and a PFF grade of 89. His EPA per rush is at plus 0.22, and his win rate on rushing plays is at 18%. He's a true game wrecker, especially when it comes to rushing the passer. Baltimore fans know all about the importance of a fierce pass rush, especially in the playoffs, and Allen could be the perfect piece to add to the puzzle. His speed off the edge is a nightmare for blockers, and he's proven time and again that he can change the course of a game with his explosiveness. Now looking at his career, Allen has amassed 58 sacks, 102 tackles for loss, and has maintained a solid 88.0 PFF grade. He's battled some injuries, notably a calf strain in Week 6 that kept him out for 2 games, but when he's on the field, he's a difference maker. His style of rushing is reminiscent of recent successful trades, like Hendrickson's move to Cincinnati last year, which added 15 more sacks to their total and helped them push into the postseason. For Baltimore, adding Allen could provide that same boost, a rush speedster capable of elevating the entire defensive front. The Bengals, of course, have expressed some skepticism about losing Hendrickson, but the impact of that trade was undeniable. Cincinnati's pass rush improved significantly, and their overall defensive stats benefited from that extra edge. Now, the Ravens are looking at a similar opportunity. With Allen, the projected addition could be around plus 11 sacks per season, but more than that, it's about the ripple effect, more turnovers, increased pressure on quarterbacks, and a general boost to the defense's explosiveness. Think about how Allen could complement players like Odefoe and David Ajabo. The Ravens are already solid up front, but adding a player of Allen's caliber could make them elite. Let's not forget what this means for the Ravens' overall strategy. Baltimore has been a team built around a strong front 7, and with the defense ranking around 14th in the league for total turnovers, adding a player like Allen could push them into the top tier. His speed and ability to generate sacks and pressures mean quarterbacks will have less time to throw, leading to more mistakes and more turnovers. And that's exactly what the Ravens need if they want to make a serious Super Bowl push in 2024. Now, I know some fans might be wondering about the specifics. What's the cost? Well, considering Allen's contract, which includes a cap hit of around $25 million after adjustments, the Ravens would need to work out a deal that fits their cap space. But with the team's current financial flexibility and the potential to move some cap around, it's definitely doable. And the reward? A game-changing pass rusher who can elevate the defense and put pressure on AFC opponents like Kansas City and Cincinnati. Looking ahead, this move would also send a message across the league. Baltimore isn't messing around. They're willing to make bold moves to contend, and bringing in someone like Allen could be the spark that ignites their Super Bowl aspirations. Plus, It aligns with the Ravens' historical tendency to prioritize adding versatile, explosive defenders who can impact multiple facets of the game. Whether it's rushing the passer, stopping the run, or creating turnovers, Allen's skill set fits perfectly into the Ravens' blueprint. And let's not forget the playoff implications. As the postseason approaches, having a player who can consistently pressure the quarterback is invaluable. The Ravens have had moments this season where their pass rush has struggled, especially against top-tier offensive lines. Adding Allen could be the difference maker, turning close games into wins and giving Baltimore the edge they need to advance deep into January. His presence on the field would also serve as a motivational boost for the entire defense, inspiring the teammates to elevate their game. Of course, all of this is still in the rumor stage, and nothing is set in stone. But the signs point to a real possibility, and fans should stay tuned because this could be a blockbuster move that reshapes the AFC North. Baltimore has been strategic in their offseason plans before, and this potential trade for Allen fits right into their pattern of aggressive roster building. It's about taking risks, but also about making the kind of moves that can secure a Super Bowl run. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about what this means for the rest of the roster. The Ravens' defense has been solid but not yet elite. Improving the pass rush with someone like Allen could unlock the full potential of their secondary, which has been playing well but could use that extra push to create more turnovers. It's all about balance. A dominant front can cover up some of the secondary's weaknesses and vice versa. So, if Baltimore pulls the trigger on this deal, it could be the catalyst for a total defensive overhaul that puts them firmly in the conversation as one of the league's best units. Looking at the bigger picture, this move also signals Baltimore's intent to compete at the highest level. They're not just content with fielding a decent team. They want to be Super Bowl champions, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. The AFC is loaded, with Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Jacksonville all vying for supremacy, but the Ravens believe that with the right additions, they can be at the top of that pile. Bringing in a player like Allen would send a clear message. Baltimore is all in, and they're ready to fight for another Lombardi trophy. Now, fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential move? Would you like to see the Ravens go all in and trade for Josh Allen? Do you believe he can be that difference maker that pushes Baltimore over the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion truly matters. This is the kind of bold move that could define the Ravens' season, and I want to know how you feel about it. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and breaking news, so stay tuned, stay loud, and let's keep the passion alive for the purple and black. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now moving on to the next big rumor, and this one's just as exciting. Word is that Baltimore is also eyeing another high-profile defensive upgrade, possibly through a different trade or free agency move, to further bolster their front seven. But for now, let's stay focused on this Allen scenario, because honestly, if the Ravens pull this off, it could be one of the most significant moves of the offseason. Imagine the impact of adding a guy with Allen's explosiveness, a true pass rusher who can take over games, especially late in the season when every sack and pressure counts. It would instantly elevate the defense and give Baltimore a new level of confidence heading into the playoffs. Of course, the Ravens' front office has a history of making shrewd moves, and they understand that acquiring Allen wouldn't just be about adding stats. It's about changing the entire dynamic of their defense. The AFC is stacked, no doubt, with teams like Kansas City and Cincinnati ready to pounce, but Baltimore's goal is to be that team that nobody wants to face in January. If they get Allen, they're sending a clear message. They're here to contend, and they're not afraid to make bold moves to get it done. In terms of team fit, Allen's style complements the Ravens' existing pass rushers perfectly. His speed off the edge isn't just about getting sacks. It's about setting the tone, forcing quick throws, and creating chaos in the backfield. That's exactly what Baltimore needs to turn the tide in close games. Plus, with the team's current cap space, the deal could be structured in a way that doesn't hinder future moves, all about strategic planning and maximizing value. Looking at the schedule, the Ravens face some tough opponents down the stretch, and having a player like Allen could be the X factor they need to secure that playoff spot and make some noise once they get there. His ability to generate pressure would also help the secondary, which has been playing well but needs that extra push to become truly lockdown. The Ravens' defense has the potential to be among the league's best if they add the right pieces, and Allen might just be that missing puzzle piece. So Ravens fans, the offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The possibility of adding a game wrecker like Josh Allen isn't just a pipe dream, it's a real scenario that could come to fruition in the next few weeks. Stay tuned, because we'll be tracking every development and bringing you the latest updates. This is what it means to be a Ravens fan, always looking ahead, always dreaming big, and ready to support our team through thick and thin. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Are you all in for Allen? Do you think he's the missing piece that can finally lead us back to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts, your predictions, and your hopes in the comments below. Your voice is what makes this community special. And don't forget, I'll be back very soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis. Until then, keep the faith, keep the passion, and let's keep the purple pride alive. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Baltimore Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.